With Spider-Man Homecoming coming out this week, I decided to go back and watch the best Spider-Man film put to screen and see if it was as good as I remember. Spider-Man 2 is directed by Sam Raimi. He directed every Spider-Man movie in the trilogy. Tobey Maguire returns as Spider-Man in this film. I do like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker, I don't think he's great. I think they cast him too old, and that's why I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, because he is young, and I like the idea of a young Spider-Man. I think Tom Maguire looks too old, and kind of puts me out of the film at points. Kirsten Dunst returns as Mary Jane in this film, and I think her casting is great. Although I said I didn't like Tom Maguire as Peter Parker, I as like that much, but I do think that Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire do have a great chemistry on screen as Peter Parker and Mary Jane. I do also like James Franco as Harry Osborn in these films. When I go back and rewatch them, he always does stand out, and he does a great job. I think he plays a cocky billionaire very well, and I also like him when he has to get serious. I think when he's being serious, he acts very well, and I can believe he's being serious. Does a very good job in that role. As far as the villain in this movie, Alfred Molina plays Dr. Octopus. In my opinion, he's one of the best villains in superhero movie history. His motivations are very clear, and you can very much understand why he's doing what he's doing. In terms of scenes in this movie, I think the Spider-Man Dr. Octopus train fight scene is one of the top 5 best supervillain fights in movie history. Although if it happened today, everybody would have their phones out taking pictures of who Spider-Man really was. And even in the movie, it's pretty silly that nobody on the train would say who Spider-Man really was. I think that's pretty silly to presume that happens. That's the best fight scene in the movie, but I think all the fight scenes are very good. They're very well directed, and the CGI holds up. It's clearly obvious why it won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, and I also think the score is very, very good as well. I'd also like to add that J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson perfectly. That's a perfect casting in this movie. I would recommend this film to any fans of superhero films and just film fans alone. I would give this movie a B+.